Welcome to another episode of Squawk Talk. You will not believe who's here. It's an awesome person. It might have been the first person that was ever on Squawk Talk, or I don't remember. Does anybody remember way back then? Okay, I'm just going to come out and tell you. The person that's on the show this week is Roxanne Moore. Oh, yes, a classic member of the Falcon Players and, pardon me, and the first ever contestant person
Was this
guest,
a game show now?
Guest. Well, we play a game, but guest ever on Squawk Talk. It's Roxanne Moore. Let's see, where should we start? We're gonna get the scoop on Roxanne Moore. So let's see. We've done this before, but I never remember, except this year. You're in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And you don't have any brothers, do you?
I unfortunately have 3.
And they never annoy you?
Absolutely not. I mean, how would they?
Now, how long have you been in Rockwood?
Since kindergarten.
Since kindergarten. That's a long time. And let's see. Your favorite subjects?
Math and science.
Math and science? You had ELA on here.
Oh. Well, that was a lie.
Yes. Okay. So she's lying now.
Okay, I put the wrong one. Okay.
All right. Math and science. That's very cool. So what are you going to do when you grow up? Using those, that's...
I think it's going to be probably a teacher or like an FBI, maybe.
FBI or teacher. So just about the exact same career there.
Like one or the other.
One of the, yeah,
Not
that's
that
there's no difference there.
Nope.
Very interesting. And least favorite subject is, you put it twice. History.
I hate history.
Just don't like
I
history.
don't like it, even though my teacher requested me to go into honors history next year, like a weighted grade, and I'm gonna go into it because it's easy. I just don't like doing it.
Oh, wow, because history can be really cool, I think. All right. Let me see. I want to see. Oh my gosh. I have to start with this one. This is so good. Your brother asked if somebody were twins, if they knew.
What?
If you happen to know that.
Oh yeah.
This is funny.
So we were sitting at the I want to say the dinner table. No, we were cleaning up after dinner. One of my brothers, Hayden, walks in and he's like, "Hey, did you guys know that Dwayne Johnson and The Rock were twin brothers?" And my dad was standing right there, and we all look at him.
Yeah,
like,
everybody
"Are
just
you
froze.
Stupid?" And we're like, "Where did you get that information?" He's like, "Think about it. They've never been in the same room together. Like they've never been seen together."
It's
and we're
true.
all like,
It's true.
Hayden, where did you get this information? He goes, TikTok. And we're like, they're the same person. And it took him so long to realize
that
they were the same person. Even though he knew that, he just was going off of this thing and called him, and we never let him live out that.
Oh no, it's now recorded for posterity. Oh my god.
And we still make fun of him for it.
Let's see. Your warning label has to do with your brothers. I have 3 older brothers, and I do not have a working pancreas.
Yes.
Interesting, right there. Those are very different things.
I know.
3 brothers and the working pancreas. That's right. Which I didn't know that was the actual cause of it, but interesting. So, how long have you known that?
Since I was like 10, we went in just for like a yearly checkup. Like we didn't see it until like after we realized that these are signs we didn't know it.
Right. How would you know?
Hey, like I did a urine test and they're like, "Hey, you might have diabetes." So we're like, "Oh, guess we're spending the next couple days in the hospital." Yeah. So we had to go like the emergency room, and we went into the hospital for a couple of days just to learn how to take care of it.
Right, exactly. That's wild. I didn't know it was your pancreas. Is the pancreas that's where?
I think that's just where like the body makes insulin.
Right.
I don't know.
I didn't know that. I really didn't. All right, very interesting. Okay, so let's see. I want to go to have you spill on a few things here. It's gonna be great. So let's see. Wrong side.
That is one of
your brothers. Yeah. Which one is that?
He is one of my dogs. His name is Kevin. He's a fan favorite.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
that around his head is a shoelace that I turned into a bow tie because I was very bored and I found it on my counter and he let me do it. Not for very long, but I got a couple pictures of it, and that's just one of the better ones. And he looks just like a little baby because he is.
How old?
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
And we think
Adorable.
he's like a beagle pit bull mix because his mom's like half pit.
Gotcha.
We haven't done a DNA test because my mom had insurance.
Right.
So he is the only guy dog in my mom's house.
Uh-huh.
And he's the most scaredy cat dog you will ever meet. Like he's
Really?
scared of the everything. And we have these baby gates in our house.
Yeah.
And one time he like bumped into one and it fell on top of him.
Oh, and he lost it.
He lost it, and now he will not walk past the baby gate unless you're standing in between him and the gate. And he's terrified of the gate now. It's so funny because one of us will walk past and he'll just be sitting there like, "Hey, I need you to stand there." And they're just waiting, and it's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
He's really cute and sweet.
Yes.
Except for he doesn't like new people. Like he's just scared of them.
Yeah.
It's not like he bites or anything. He's just scared of them.
Yeah. Till he gets to know him. Yeah. That's
adorable.
Kevin.
He's a Kevin.
That's awesome.
He's named after Kevin McAllister.
Kevin McAllister. Interesting. Yes. And who do we have here?
On the left, that's my aunt, my dad's sister.
Uh-huh.
On the bottom is my brother Xavier, and on the top is my brother Hayden, the one that thought Dwayne Johnson and The Rock were twin brothers.
Yes.
And then, but that was like a couple years ago. This was over Christmas break this year.
Uh-huh.
And I was sitting to the right of Xavier before Hayden came in, and there was like, "Hey, just sit on my lap." And they sat like that for a good 45 minutes to an hour, and we were all just sitting there. And Sarah, my stepmom, just goes, "Hey, you guys comfortable over there?" And then I'm like walking past later on, and they're still sitting like that. And I'm wearing these like wool kind of like socks with grippies on the bottom, and I just face plant on the ground. So we have the security cam, and she was filming while saying this, and so we have it on video of me you just hear the thud of me falling, and then we have the security camera of me falling and like
oh my
ground, and everyone just dying. Like, how did you do that? Because I was in grippy socks and I was up 1 minute and down the next.
And you have the memory of them sitting there on top of each other.
Yeah,
as this is happening.
Yeah,
like
that's
you have
from
the whole
my
day.
phone, but we also
before or after the fall.
It was before.
Before, I would assume. Yeah. That is crazy. And let's see, what do we have here?
That's my orchestra class. And my teacher, it was like right after a concert, it was like a couple days after, and my teacher just decided to watch the World Cup game instead of actually working.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, towards the end of it, everyone was just like packed up, and there are a couple boys sitting on the couch, watching the game, talking to each other. Like, we did no work that week during the Super Bowl.
And it's after the concert when you don't.
When we don't have anything to do.
Right. So the next one really comes up.
And he wouldn't make us play anyway because he likes soccer.
Right.
So Mr. Alexander let us just watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So it was a neat week. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So let's go to. We got to talk about. We have to spin. Yeah. That's it. I was thinking of the next one.
Well,
all right. Here we go. Give it a spin. Oh man, what's it gonna do? What's it gonna be?
Bubbles!
Bubbles! This is what we did last time. You threw it at me like 3 times. She's our tech crew today too, and I'm kind of trapped over here. Let's close. I think I'm gonna have to get some more bubbles on.
No, that one's gone. Well, this one's not. But I'm the only tech here today, so.
All right. Oh, I forget that it's part of the lid every time. Bubbles. Oh, I didn't do our little thing too. We've got a little icon with bubbles. Should we do the bubbles while we're doing the bubbles? A lot of bubbles. Oh my gosh.
I got a lot.
Yeah, I can't get here. Wow, I got some. This is way more than it's ever been.
I know.
Like they're more like blah, blah, blah. Aging them for a year, maybe.
Oh, that one got a lot.
It's very Lawrence.
Maybe I'm just a great bubble blower.
This is one thing you never had to do on Tech Crew, but you're so good at it. So.
I know, right?
Too bad we didn't need a
got
manager. Yeah, I kind of want to turn off the thing here. It's literally, it was bubbles inside.
Oh, there's a lot of bubbles.
Try to get a lot here. Like the mad bubblers. I don't know that they can experience. We are surrounded in bubbles. There was a bubble. There was a bubble in your hair. Yeah, there was. I think it popped. All right, that was fun. Okay. Awesome. All right, so now we have to get to the stage. So this is a person who has a long history with the Falcon Players. Let's just tell us, what all have you done with Falcon Players?
Last year it started on the show we do not speak of, or Hike.
Or Hike, you don't. That was the first one you did.
That was the first one I did.
I keep thinking that you did before that.
And I really liked it, even though it was a horrible play. But
it didn't go as good as we wanted.
I went into it actually thinking, hey, I will do tech first and then move on and do acting.
Really? I didn't know that.
But I ended up liking tech so much that I stayed into it and just went on with it all through 7th grade. And I was in all three in it.
Because you even did the last one too, yeah.
And then I was in doo-wop and then I stopped doing it. And I don't know. But I don't know if I'll do it in high school yet or not.
Well, and you could always try acting too. I mean, you still have that option. You haven't done it.
I do, but
just don't think so.
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. You've had to deal with actors now.
I was gonna say I hate them. I do. I have the strongest liking for them.
They're a necessity in theater. You do need actors.
I know, but they're annoying.
They can definitely be annoying.
You're the.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I had to look over this. I was on stage building it, and then someone that was watching said, "Do a trick."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is this one?
So we were. I was working on stage. Well, it was during Tech Week, so we were just doing final little things. And there were a couple people on the thing, and they just go, "Do a trick," and so I did, and it was like a little embarrassing. I just didn't think that many people were watching, and someone behind me, that was like that.
They were recording?
No, they weren't recording. It was just because we were in your class together, and Bailey, remember that Bailey kept going. Like trying to get us to date each other, and he was behind me during this. It was so bad, and it was weird. It was
so I didn't know about this. Trying to get somebody to date.
The context behind it, with what I did, and him just happened to be standing right behind me.
Yes.
At that exact moment, was a little embarrassing.
And this memory will be burned in your brain for all time.
Yeah.
Yes.
But good thing we both just walked away laughing about it.
Yeah. So it moved on. That's good. That's good. Okay. So you used to, I'm sure, I want to compare this to the recording the last time she was on the show. What ensemble and Falcon Players mean to you? Now you say annoying people. A lot of people. It is a lot of people. And you say annoying people.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very much annoying people.
Because mostly we get things about how it's inspiring or how it's like a family or something like that.
Special.
Yes. Well, and I think we do have a similar dislike of people. So I think we have that in common.
It depends on the people. I don't like people as a whole. I like certain persons.
Gotcha. And your rehearsal, you put weirdos, is what you say. And that's true.
Have you met these people?
For the good and the bad. I know. I know. Trust me. I'm surrounded with them constantly. All right, your favorite activity to do?
I don't remember what I put.
I think it's the same. I think the same as last year. Basketball with your brothers.
Yeah, especially when it's just one of them, because together they're very
more
annoying. They're very annoying.
When it's person, it's better than when it's people.
Yeah, when it's just me and Hayden, or it's just me and Xavier out there, it's fine.
But
and most of the time when it's all three of us, it's fine. But a lot of times we start picking on each other, and most times
Like
it's them
siblings
against
do.
me, and then and I always lose when I'm playing with them. So that's always fun.
Right. And yet it's still a favorite activity, which says a lot about
Yeah.
your connection with your family. Pet peeve is the same thing. This is an ongoing thing. People. So I think we need to move on to the survey question.
Okay.
All right, let's see. All right, answer these. Your favorite movie genre.
Action.
And who would play you in a movie of yourself?
I think it's one of two people. I think it was either Elizabeth Olsen or Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, it's Scarlett Johansson, but you can accept either. Yeah. 25th hour a day, what you would do. I know you know this one. Yeah, sleep. And kid dream, you wanted to be a veterinarian, but now you want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
But you know me and you still want to be a teacher? That's weird. You just want to do it a lot better than I do, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll probably be like a math or like a science teacher.
That would make sense because you like math and science. Yeah. No, you know what it'll do? You'll end up being a history teacher. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Sure. You could have lunch with any person. It would be Stan Lee. Why would you do that?
Because I love the Marvel universe, and he created it with comics, and then was brought to life, and then the comics were brought to life in the movies.
Yeah.
But he's dead.
Yes, he is. Not too long ago, but
I want to say like 16 or 18. Like he died in 2016 or 18. Mm-hmm. And I just want to like meet him, see like.
Right, he's somebody who would, and
he would know it better than anyone because he created this.
Exactly, and he seems really cool. Yeah. And all right, we're gonna go through a few of these.
Okay.
Roller coasters, love or hate?
Well, okay, I used to hate them, and then when I was down in Branson with my grandparents over the summer, like this summer, we went to this like kind of like a extreme magic house from like here, but it's weird down there. Like the building is upside down. Like the structure is upside down, but the inside's normal. And then you go around, you do this a bunch of things. But there was this kaleidoscope thing where you would sit in it, your legs would be strapped to the floor, your arms would be strapped to the thing, and you wouldn't go forward or backwards. You would go in constant loops and like this and like that. And so my when I was with my grandparents, they took a video of it and sent it to my parents, and they're like, "Okay, so how come you do that, but not the Batman, but not literally anything else that goes upside down?" And you were constantly upside down. I'm like,
so you don't like coasters be like that?
I started to like them after that because I think it was just like a mental block that I couldn't do. Like something was gonna happen, and then I did that.
Really
and
cool. That's really cool. So this just happened this last summer. Yeah, very cool. And I think I said in the last episode with Mr. Shimkus, the only thing I don't like is I think it was the boss that I first got on, and it's so jarring. Yes,
and Ninja does it too.
Yeah, well, I grew up on the Ninja. That was the second one. There was one before it called the Jet Scream. It was pretty rough. It was the first one with the loop. It was a big deal. This was like in 1801, I think. I'm not sure. All right. Horror movies, love or hate?
Hate them.
Pickles.
Hate them.
Reading.
I love it.
What are you reading right now?
Right now I'm reading this kind of like dystopian fantasy book called Shatter Me, where she's like locked in a room, and then like if she touched someone, they like die, and then they put her in a room, and then they put someone else in her room, and
she can't touch obviously because
and she hasn't touched anyone almost a year.
Wow.
So and I'm like just getting started on it because
But it's really good.
I just finished the Divergent series, and then I went and read this book Sky in the Deep, which I just finished like last week, I think. And so now I'm on Shatter Me, which I'm only like a couple chapters into, so I
don't know enough to know. Yeah. And do you love or hate running?
It depends on the reason. Like why?
Like if you're being chased, do you like running? No, I don't know. The question is just running. I don't know.
It depends on why I'm running. Like if I'm running in a long distance for a certain thing, like if I'm doing track, absolutely not. I hate running. If I have to do it in gym, anything, I hate it. But if I'm like doing something else while running, like
basketball or something, that makes sense. You like the activity that involves running, but you don't like running as the activity.
Yes.
Very cool. And summer, love or hate it?
I both because because here it's humid, it's hot, it's horrible. I spend a lot of time inside because it's awful. But last summer I went down to California. I went to California for my parents' reception wedding. So. And it's so nice out there. I went swimming every day for 2 weeks straight. There was like no humidity. It was great.
Awesome.
Other than I did miss home.
And shopping, love or hate?
I hate it. It's really boring.
Coffee.
Hate it.
Video games.
I hate them.
Sports.
Depends.
Oh, does it? I had to give love here, but depends on the sport.
Yeah, depends on if I'm like watching it or playing it or.
Gotcha. All right, that's very different.
It just depends.
And you're an extrovert or an introvert?
I think it depends on the situation. Yeah, most of the time an extrovert because I like to talk to people. Like if it's with people that I like or that I'm not gonna see again,
then that's good. But if not,
yeah.
Gotcha. And talk or text? What would you rather do?
I'd rather talk.
And are you silly or serious? Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
And pie or cake? The one you definitely got wrong on here.
Cake. I hate pie with almost a passion. The only pie I like is coconut cream pie.
Well, don't expect me to talk to you ever again. As always, any time with Roxana is awesome. She's amazing. She really is. She's been awesome. I'm a little bummed she's not working on the current play, but hey, I like that she's doing whatever she wants, and that makes her awesome. So thanks for being on the show again.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I wonder if she'll come back in high school and do it again. I don't know.
We'll see.
Maybe we'll see. All right, thanks for being on the show.
Well, you'll see
thanks
my arms poking all the time.
Watching the show, right? Handing something or taking. And that's it for another episode of